And we're back, everybody. Great blue there by Bobby. Giving him a chance to steal this third frame. Definitely apologize. The internet just has given us an issue again. Hopefully we've got dialed in that it won't hiccup the rest of the semifinal or the final later today. Wow, what a pink. He's going to need some shot to come down for the black. He's given it every hope. It is there. That's a thin black for a 2-1 frame advantage in this best of 7 match. Bobby Bains honing on the black. Oh, wasn't to be, but hit it nicely in a way that it didn't sell it out. So, see how this one plays out. There's only the point in it is onto this black ball. This can be devastating to lose, but completely uplifting and can turn the momentum tide in your favor. I do apologize. It just gave us without warning that the internet that's just going to cease to exist. So hopefully you've retuned in. A Bobby Bains special. Long pot. Black to the yellow pocket for a 2-1. No, he can't make it. Oh, he almost fluked it in the middle. All pockets were on alert. And going around so much, he's left it safe. I wonder if John fancies the double into the left middle. Obviously, keep the head down. Listen for the pocket if he takes the double. More often than not, players like to turn quickly to see if that double goes in. But that head movement could force of a missed pot. No double. Treble? So he raises his hand, shakes his head. A win is a win sometimes. So John Robertson takes that third frame on the black ball, and we'll step aside to see what happens in frame 4. Just going for the cut. That was thin. Losing control of the cue ball, but had it was safe. There was that red up there, so I had to be a little mindful of that. But thanks for that great explanation there on Facebook and YouTube, Lance. Just explaining to the viewing audience the internet dilemmas that we've had to deal with. We really appreciate all your hard work all weekend long, Lance. A1 stuff. If it wasn't for Lance, I don't think I would be here. So. Yeah, he's left John a mid-range red into the yellow pocket. Got an angle he could slide over for brown. Drew it down to come down for blue, and he's getting it into it lightly. I think he would like a little bit more space. He's got to be mindful going over that green. Good spot there by John. He didn't need to cannon into the bunch there. Had, as you can see, that red nicely at the top right, and this black going in there. Good angle to disturb some reds. But I gotta be sure of the black. Fortunate enough, he's gone into them enough that this red into the top left corner doesn't go. Sure if that, yeah, the bottom red doesn't go. Thought there was a gap. At the left of those two reds goes in the middle. Good opportunity for John. Love to get that black though back on the spot. But if he can dance around with blues, it's not a problem. Just didn't have the angle to hold for that red into the left middle, but in and out of bulk nicely to avoid the brown. This looks like it could be end of break unless there is a path for John with this blue to the yellow pocket. I think if there was, he'd be getting down a lot quicker. Gave it a shot. Wasn't meant to be, but with that nice little break, he's put himself ahead by a point. John's got a shot to nothing with this red closest to the top right. With the angle, he should avoid any cannons into the reds. slow down a bit. Just giving the left-hander a shot. It's a long red. Definitely a little tougher with that pace. It's giving Bobby a red into that same top left corner. Maybe there's an angle just for Bobby to develop the black. He had his shopping cart and he was ready to check out. But that brown just didn't drop. Tight pockets on these Rasson tables here at Tot 147 Snooker and Billiards Lounge. Got the black away from the green, but really didn't develop it. 4 colored balls near this left cushion, making it tough for every break. I'll be mindful of that blue. Nice long pot. Pink is rather tied up with these reds. But brown is a nice thin cut. Gotta be mindful of the green and black he's going to cannon into. Oh, he's got a decent result there. Give him a shot on this red. To the yellow pocket. Didn't like it, just going to take his medicine and play safe. Well, that pink is pushed out and been developed. Obviously, those 3 now reds are on definitely the 2 outside ones. The middle just might be a bit off as it's glued to the red to the right of it. Now we've got an active chat on the stream, whether you're finding us on YouTube or Facebook under Snooker Canada's handle. Feel free to chime in with any comments or questions. No question about that pot. That was just scintillating. He's put them in beautiful shape on this pink just to run through and start working on these 3 reds. Feel free to tell us where you're tuning in from. It's a great game of snooker. It's global, played in over 100 countries. Definitely would love to see this sport in the Olympics someday. It would just give great global recognition. But also help with funding of the sport. I wanted to run a bit more. Don't. Yeah, those two reds are not at an angle for a plant. Maybe I was going to double it beyond the pink. Not to be, but a 14 break increases Bobby's advantage 34 to 15. The last frame before the mid-session interval will be a 10-minute break. There's a double and successful. Got a nice angle on this brown to come up for the red to the yellow pocket. He's got enough run. I think he's got a bit of an angle on this brown. The left of those reds will go into the top right corner. I would have loved it to come down a bit more. But as you can see, it does go there. Bobby's going to need to use the rest. I just jerked at it a little bit. And yeah. 29-point advantage. Red's there into the right mag. And a good angle to come down for the pink, and that red is out in the open. He's got the red. It's tricky. Blue and drawing it back for the red. Oh, John did well to put that blue in. Just unfortunately drew it back. If the white found the bottom of the left middle pocket. So, a little shot to nothing here for Bobby. He's got a 30-point advantage. 33 point advantage, I should say, and 35 on. Not again. Oh my. Can you believe it? John's had enough, so we're going to step aside for our mid-session interval. Come back and see us, everybody. We're going to take a little 10-minute break. Just an update before I go off there. It looks like Rex UI is leading his match over Dave Daly 3 frames to none. And they're in their 4th frame. They're on the final red. Dave has a 7-point advantage. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. This is your 10-minute call. Time to get a cool drink or a little snack, and we'll be back to close out this semifinal. It's tied 2-2, anyone's match. Hell, our great streaming producer comes in with another miracle, bringing us over to the other semi-final. All our featured matches in their mid-session interval. Rex UI has a chance for a whitewash. He's just trailing 42-41. These colors on. See, we don't have the scoring software with this match, but from my vantage point, I've got a great view at the scoreboard. Left it there for Rex. This brown ball is going to be pivotal. Tight against the top cushion. See if you can flick off that yellow, come through the gap between the black and pink. Two cushions come off table. Just wonder, he's got to be mindful that that yellow is going to cannon into the green. Doesn't want to put that green in. Oh, is that a good result there?
So just giving David a couple of minutes here to have his intermission as well, and stuck again with Lance here as we finish off this match between Dave Daly and Rex Yu. Referee Gary Spence just getting the ball back into place. It puts us at 41-48 now. This match is 3-0, so it in a best of 7. Dave back to the table now. Oh, tries that yellow. Not gonna go though. Rex left with a really long thin cut if he tries it. He did not. He plays it safe. To get in behind. I'm not sure if he's got that hooked or not. Looks like Dave can see an edge or come off the rail first. He was able to get a cut at it. Really not much risk there. Oh, he's actually come up really nice and safe. Our referee Gary going to mark it, so is able to restore it correctly. Take a couple of sighting measurements. Rex makes a good hit. Actually, not safe, but comes up pretty well. Gary there to wipe off the Taylor's chalk marks he's put on to restore the ball with. Dave with a double to the side possibility. Looks like he's just gonna settle for a relatively long shot for Rex. I don't think he's got it to the side. It'll have to go down in the corner if he's going to make it. And does not. Oh, he gets a kiss he wasn't looking for. Is he going to get clear or safe behind the blue? Dave down having a good look. Dave gets a good hit. Oh, and he also gets a funny kiss. Although I think he is, in fact, behind the pink at this point. We'll see if Rex decides to take this on or just pays a safety. He did have it, but did not make it. Around the world he goes, and again is got lucky and come up safe. Holds his hand up to Dave to indicate that it was in fact not intentional but rather lucky. Dave having a pretty good look at that. Karam, he's got kind of a funny shot here. He needs a rail and he kind of needs it pretty tight. To play a bunch of running siding on it. And makes a nice hit. Oh, is he going to get it? Oh, nearly makes it in the side. Leaves the yellow over the pocket for Rex. He'll easily make that one. Oh, I'm not sure that he'll be real happy about that positioning. He's going to go for a safe behind the brown. He's going to carry him into it. Dave back now. Shooting the green. Looks like he's probably got it to pass. .43.48 at this point. Ooh, is it going to get it down behind? Not quite behind the brown. So still available for Dave. Likely play behind it off the rail and send that green back up table. Chooses to just nudge it and come all the way back down. Yeah. Looks like our feature match is ready to crank back up again, so we'll go ahead and switch it back to the center channel and stick David back on the line. Enjoy the show.
And we're back here after the interval. Frame 5. Very important one. Who's going to take the 3-2 advantage with just needing one more? Appreciate Lance Bromlin filling in a little bit for commentating on our other semifinal as we're in a break here. I'll keep an eye out on that one over there, at the corner of my eye. It doesn't look like there's a plant there with those two reds on the left. So the onset of this frame here, we'll just jump over to our other semifinal. Just as you can see, Rex is trailing by 8 points, 55-47, and they're down to the final 3. Oh, this is going to be some steal here. Rex didn't come high enough. He does need pink and black. Plays with some check side on this pink just to flatten out the angle. He could be on the black. Wow. Rex has come with his potting boots today. The black's not to be, so they're down to the black ball. Dave would love to get this frame. Give him some confidence going into the interval. Oh, and it's there. Dave lives to breathe another day, so they'll head off to the interval. Rex UI has a 3-1 advantage. We'll be looking back at that from time to time, but back to our featured semifinal match here with John Robertson and Bobby Baines here at the Top 147 Snooker and Billiards Lounge. Hope We all been enjoying the great snooker action all weekend long. It's David Burney in the booth. Greetings to Sean Talbin, played in the tournament. Rex does not have the high break at 53. That was eclipsed yesterday by Milad Shonjay with a 61 high break. So high break nets you $100 and a $25 gift certificate to Street Hawker. Great burgers down there. In Vancouver at about Main and 15th. Tell them that David Burney sent you when you go to Street Hawker, as owner-operator Kevin Lamb, a great supporter of snooker events and loves to play. Just found life got a little busy with his burger shop that he had to step away from the base. But he knows that we're always here. So, Kevin, thanks again for all your great help. So it was going to be a very delicate roll up there for Bobby on that brown. So I'll like to take the pot on. Taking his medicine and refusing that. Putting a good cue ball. Oh, it's just run a bit too much there. Let this red on to left middle. It broke down there, just a little small little break of 8. Over that long red. Cannon into that red, hole for the black. Oh no, he's gonna glide through, and just a bit too much to hold for the blue in the top right. But he does have the pink. Got a lot open reds. Black is available to 2 pockets, so great opportunity here for Bobby. He's ran a little high on that red. Yeah, that was a gutsy putt. Playing it with an element of safe. As you can see where his cue ball is, still in the bulk area. That was a mishit there by John. He's just stood there in disbelief. This will just maybe just be with that bridging a little hard to hold for the blue. He's got brown into the right middle. Oh, just selecting to snooker drawn behind the brown, and he's done it so effectively. So lots of reds down there, but the problem is obviously John wants to make sure that he doesn't gift wrap a easy red for his opponent. Is there a pathway for that red to go by that blue? Put John back. That's a better hit there. Shot here with the rest. Just gotta be mindful of going through all those reds. Just gonna play safe, and it's done well to not drop into the green pocket. Oh. That was happening a lot in the last frame before the interval. John going in off. Just not having a run of the balls right now. So these longer frame matches, the tide can change. Clear safety for John, so it's kind of been forced into taking this red into the left middle. He's got the blue if he's successful. Oh, it draws down nicely for the black. The yellow instead. Kind of clear up that pocket so we can have black in both top corner pockets. Okay, that red spoiled the party for this blue. Looks like there's just enough. Just millimeters of room. Just gotta be mindful, queuing over the red and pink. Just gonna take this red, but thinking differently. Got an angle on the red to the right middle to come up for the blue. Floats up there nice and gingerly. Enough. Looks a little bit straight, possibly. I can just run through that red above the pink spot. Does he come? Does he have a path for this red? He certainly does. Gonna run through beyond the black. After this red. Oh, it's cut it too high. Oh, maybe just a lap in concentration there for John. He was off and running. He's crawled back into this fifth frame, but it's gifted an easy open there for Bobby. Oh, Bobby can't convert. John's let off. Boy, that's a tough red into the top left corner. I wonder if he's even taking a look at those two reds in the bulk area or near the bulk line. The smarter shot. That red on the right side of the two will pass and go into the yellow pocket. It's there, and he's got the long black. Going to lose a little control of his cue ball, but getting 7 big points is definitely going to help his cause in this fifth frame. But he can't. He just hit it a little too hard, just wanting position. It's Bobby eyeing up this red by the pink. That certainly is close. He thinks the angle's there. Just left John a mid-range red to the yellow pocket. Red should pass that other red. It's definitely fortunate that black didn't go in, but yeah, a real messy table now. There's only 14 points in it. Bobby Baines with the advantage. The match deadlocked at 2 frames apiece. Important fifth frame. In this, you get 1 more frame away from winning the semifinal match. Put a few cannons there. As you can see now, John has the choice. Electing for the more open red. Slightly blind, a little bit low on this one, but the natural angle as the black ball is just within the jaws of the green pocket. And then he's got another red that could in fact go to the yellow pocket, so. Oh, but he can't convert on that red, and he's left the red into the middle. He's got to start pulling the trigger on those. He has got to punish him. Can't let him off with that mistake. My lord, it's all happening. Hasn't sold out a shot that's relatively easy. Oh, what a double there by Bobby. It's a good black. Still, there's tough reds on the table. Nothing's a elementary pot. He's definitely going to have to do some work with it. He was going for it there. Fortunate part is he has left a red on to the right middle. 14-point advantage, 43 on the table. He's got the blue nicely into the left middle, can just drift across with that red by the pink spot. Green and brown in funny positions, and he's going to need them. But at least with the red, and it looks like to be a high value color, you can crawl back, and maybe even with the pink you could tie it up. Or the pink to yellow. John just trailing by one now. Coming down to the colors again. You've already had one black ball frame. Could we be in store for another one? Oh, he's developed that green very nicely. Yeah, John seems to find the goods when his back is against it. Yesterday, needed a clearance of 22 to win his match. Oh no, he was left an easy brown in that clearance, but still, definitely a loss of match pending. This makes it that much more nervous. Now he's gonna take this on, or maybe try and get behind the black. It's a tough pot. He's going for it. Oh! Just rattled. He needed that slow pace, but the problem with the slow pace is you can see he's selling it out. Does need pink and this blue for the frame. He's got one piece of the puzzle. That horn's not going to be the end of the world, though. Sometimes that can be disastrous. This for a 3-2 advantage to head into the sixth frame. He's got it there. Pumps a little fist. That will do it. Referee Lasoenko just making Bobby play. Didn't really need to do it there, but he eclipses the fifth frame, and we'll be right back with the sixth frame. Can John battle back to force us into the decider, or will Bobby Baines take it? Time will tell. Stay tuned, everybody. Referee Lisovenko holding court there, just telling Bobby, just slow down. Wait till she's at the table. She's got a job to do. And Bobby breaks off in frame 6. And just an update. Looks like Rex UI, I should say. It's going to dispatch of Dave Daly. Just going to punch over while this frame is at the beginning stages. Yeah. Rex is up 49-21. That blue, not really need it. There's the handshakes there. Well done, Rex. Good congratulations. Congratulations to Dave Daly. But what an effort Dave put together, getting all the way to the semifinals. So Rex UI will be a finalist. That will come up at 3 p.m. Pacific time. That's 3 p.m. Pacific time. So back to our featured match here with John Robertson and Bobby Baines. Bobby taking a stab at that red, trying to draw first blood. Great to hear the support. Aaron Singh chiming in, cheering on Bobby. Aaron Singh, a strong competitor, played in this tournament. Well, he unfortunately wasn't able to make it to Championship Sunday, but always great seeing you in the room, Aaron. Looking forward to the next time. Bobby taking a long pot down the side. That's always tough, but he's got a good cue ball. So it was a risk, but he was rewarded nicely. He just wanted to clip out that red, come off the cushion, so well, he hasn't really left anything easy for Bobby, so a mistake by John, but he's not going to be punished unless Bobby can really lay a telling safety shot here. Apologize, it looks like the stream is getting a little glitchy here. Oh, this internet, come on, hold out for us. We just have 2 more frames potentially in this one, and then the final. Alright, I think we're back in business. Apologize for that little stutter a few moments ago. It's just the mess that John has to deal with. Red on the left side near the middle pocket. Red down there by the top right corner. There's not a lot that he could do with it, and I think he's got to be pretty happy with that. Looks like Bobby could get past the bunch for this red into the top right. Certainly gave it a shot. Almost had a great flick off that brown. His cue ball was inching towards the yellow. Just had to step aside for a quick moment. Just was introduced to Lance's son, Curtis Bromlin. Curtis has been a savior to us. He works a lot with programming and computer stuff, so Lance was on the phone for a long time yesterday with him, trying to just debug what was happening. So just a slim advantage for John in this 6th frame, 5-0. It's getting definitely really cluttered there on the right side of the table. Looks like who's going to falter in this little safety exchange. Nice shot there. Yeah, doesn't have a flick on the left side of any of those reds on the left middle of the table. Boy, this is... about as fun as walking barefoot in a cactus patch. Popped up there pretty quick. Can he get past that red for the potting angle? That one open red there. We gave it a shot. That he's playing that with safety in mind and just how the table is. Yeah, this one's gotten really messy. Definitely the pink is, or the yellow I should say, is just sitting over its own pocket. I almost wonder if there's going to be a little discussion between players. Potential re-rack, but there's still some shots to be played. Oh. So John will be going back there. Yeah, he's not going to put John back. He's going to have him shoot from there. Yeah, makes the thin cut just a little bit more difficult. Just by a whisker, he's able to get it. I think they're going to be pushing a lot of balls to the right side of the table, really clustering it up in that quarter of the table. Ooh, Bobby almost found a red with a shot to nothing there. Might have given John a chance here. Just there's a couple reds left of the pink. That red bottom one. Oh, that's one way to do it. Puts his hand up and acknowledges the fluke plant. Yeah, someone would love to get that blue back out there on its spot. So again, I think just John's going to flick out the left side. This red in the open there. Just giving nothing away. Slim 4-point advantage. Here's a shot for John. He's got this red. In the corner. Oh. What a result there. He thought for sure taking that red at that pace he's going to cannon something, hold for the blue. And he's just come up in no man's land. Just like I think he can hit the pink, but does he have enough to just clip it in to the right middle? Oh, he had a shot. Got that with delicate pace. That's kind of opened up the pink. That's going to help move this frame along. As much as I think we'll see a few more safeties. Maybe a shot to nothing here by Bobby. Almost like those two reds just below the brown. The left one clipped the left side. I think you should be able to find a 2-cushion back to bulk. He's going to use a 3rd cushion. Nicely struck. Now these reds are starting to open up a little bit. Nicely done there. Hi, John. He's got the snooker. We should be able to hit a red, but in a semi-final, it's important to get everything safe. He's got the red. Still a nasty little table, but he's got a brown, but it sure is long. Yeah, it's starting to get a little busy in here. The room is now open to the public, so something that these players need to contend with. So Bobby with a good chance here. Yeah, pink nicely just over the right middle. He can chip away at some things. He could be punching his card into the final against Rex UI. Float that red through for the top left corner. Have the pink to the left middle. He's just kind of trying to map out a few things. We might have a path actually for this red that's just above the pink. Gonna take that into the left middle. Oh, pink thought about it. Let's have a sigh of relief. Yes, if you want to find out all the results of the knockout phase of this tournament, head over to challenge.com. That's challenge.com/2025 Snooker Canada BC Open Final. Oh! Up round does not go. Just rattling those jaws. We've seen it all tournament long. Tight Rasson pockets. John sprang out of his chair like a springbok from South Africa. Didn't think he was going to get a chance this early. Obviously there are some troubled reds. So he's just got to settle his heart. Take these one at a time. Just looking to clear that right corner pocket with that blue. Put it relatively safe. It's a thin cut on that brown. It's got a pink into the green pocket. And it'll be just sitting pretty for that next red. Don't blame him trying to take on this thin brown. Got that there, and oh, he's not sure why he raised up his hand. Maybe he was raising to wish it away from the jaw, just put it into this great potable position here. Just going over the pink. I think he was trying to develop that black, knowing that in any case he does have the pink into the left middle. Gearing himself up for this tricky red. Oh, it just rattles in the jaws. It doesn't drop. Done well to hit it with pace. Might have left Bobby with a double here. John, a slim 3-point advantage in this sixth frame. It's do or die for Robertson. Needs this frame to put us into a decider. Bobby Baines would like to get this one done and dusted and get himself into the final. Another in off for John, and where's this red going to end up? Well, giving Bobby a little bit of sitter, but still there's lots of work. Look at all those 3 reds, black and blue. Maybe Bobby can develop after this red. Oh, but the red doesn't drop. John tried to get the snooker behind the pink. It's tough going with the pink right there for this pocket. Yeah. It looks like we're back to big safety exchange. John almost went in off again. Just came a little short on pace there, so he's going to put him back in. Better pace there. But there might be an interesting 3-ball plan here for Bobby. Just didn't get great to be on a color. So still anybody's frame. He's done well to run and hide. I think John does have a little clip on that red just below the blue on the left side. It's a bit dangerous, obviously, because he's pushing it towards that top right corner pocket.